Hello, knock, knock. Who's there? Smoochietown. What a city to live in. It's not a city, it's a town. And look at the shirt. Look at that shirt. Look at the merch. I'm getting Smoochietown beanies soon, but the t-shirts are in, the sweatshirts are in. Go to the website, smoochietown.com. Get some smirch, okay? I'm not charging an arm and a leg. All I'm charging is the right amount, and don't worry about how much I'm getting on the back end. So, before we get to our amazing guest today, I've known her for years, and she is a soon-to-be mama. We're going to get to the Smooch of the Week. So, me and my friends and I rather, grammar, we were on our way to the Kings game, Los Angeles Kings. Big hockey guy. You can tell by the beanie. And we ordered a SUV, black SUV, of course, and the driver happened to be black. Not that matters or pertains to the story. And I had the front seat. You know, I was last to join the car. I was a DJ, if you will. And this guy didn't really speak a lick of English, as far as I knew, and he didn't change his impression. He didn't really talk the entire ride. And me and my friends, we're rambunctious folk, let me tell you. And we just, you know, do a little Kill Tony segment. Had a minute to say our best joke. Mine may or may not have been a little racist. I'm not racist, it just came off that way. And so we're goofing, we're joking, and the driver didn't change his expression. He didn't care, didn't talk, and I was like, oh, thank God he didn't hear me. I think he heard me though, because towards the end of the ride, I started like, you know, goofing with him. I was like, hey, what do you do? Have you been an Uber driver for how long? You know, I'm a stand-up comedian and stuff. He turns to me and goes, oh, you do stand-up comedy? And I was like, yeah. And this is the first time he changed his expression the entire ride. He goes like this. You are not funny. You are not funny. And I've never been more deflated in my entire life. And safe to say, that driver did not take me to Smoochietown. Okay, now on to our guest. Do you like that, Julana? You like that little story? All right, cool. All right, so I've known her for years. She is a beautiful model, a beautiful actress, soon to be mama, and she has an amazing husband. Let's get her on the show to Smoochietown. It's Julana Diesel.
I've been doing shows. Now we eating steak. Remember sleeping on the floor. Still at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen.
Get over here. Uh-oh, she's moving a little slow, and you can tell why soon. Look at that thing covering the camera. Oh my goodness.
Hello,
how are you?
I'm good.
Welcome to town.
Thank you.
I know. So we're going to do fist distance from the mic, and then we're going to talk strictly about pregnancy and your cravings.
Woohoo.
So I see something in your belly. That's fucking amazing.
Yes, I am 37 weeks pregnant today.
37 weeks?
Uh-huh.
How many weeks does it take to pop? What is it?
About 40.
40?
Yeah.
Wow, are we on sketch?
So I have 3 weeks left. Yep.
Yeah. Is it getting progressively harder or worse? Or?
It's getting progressively harder.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really say that I felt pregnant until like maybe 2 weeks ago. Up until then, it was
really?
It was pretty easy. I could still kind of bend over. Now it's pretty hard to bend over, roll over, sit down, get up. I get very out of breath.
Really? I noticed. That was a trek.
Yeah.
You climbed from Mount Everest to get here too, from the parking lot.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite part about being pregnant? Is it true that you get the cravings of like, oh my God, the sweets? And
yeah, so I haven't had any really weird cravings. I feel like I've been pretty lucky throughout my pregnancy. I've pretty much been living my normal life, like diet wise and everything. But in the beginning, I was craving a lot of fruit, like oranges specifically.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Really? Were you always like a healthy eater to begin with? Because you obviously model actress, you have to.
Yeah, I try. I would say I'm like a 50% healthy eater, but I eat a lot of carbs.
Big carb girl.
Yeah, big carb girl.
Carb princess.
Rice, potatoes, any kinds of potatoes.
Yeah.
Mac and cheese.
What's your ethnicity?
Filipino. I'm Filipino and white.
Filipino? They're big in the carb industry?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Rice. Like everything is like rice bowls.
Do you cook?
No.
No? So you have an amazing husband, which I have a pleasure to be friends with too, Carson. He's on Days of Our Lives. He's a country singer. How did you guys meet? Because I think it was at the gym.
Yeah, we met at Crunch Gym.
Crunch Fitness, the one on Sunset?
Yep.
What was that whole interaction? How'd that happen?
We had the same trainer. So I had just moved to LA, and this was about 2 months after I moved here. And she was trying to kind of hook me up with all the like male trainers at the gym. And I was like, oh, they're not really my type. They just hang out at the gym all day long. You know? Yeah,
like super hot, super athletic and shit. Like, oh my God, they're not my type.
Yeah. But so,
I trained at Crunch Fitness. That's the funniest thing ever. In Florida, yes, I did.
In Florida?
I was a trainer at Crunch Fitness in Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
So I was working out with her one day, and we walked by Carson, and I don't know. I always had a thing for guys that had like real baby faces. And you know, like, I mean, Carson still looks really young. But
Carson looks 12.
Yeah. When I met him, he was 22. So he looked like 17.
Yeah.
Which now kind of makes me sound weird. But we walked by him and I was like, oh, like that guy's really cute. Who's that? She's like, oh, that's my other client, Carson. And then it was very like middle school. Like the next time she trained him, she was like, look at my client, Julana. She thinks you're cute. Do you think she's cute? And he was like, yeah, she's cute. And then she gave him my phone number. Yeah. And he texted me and we went out on a date. And that's kind of like how we...
Where was the date?
It was at, I think it was called Sweet Connection in Beverly Hills. It was like a little salad cafe.
Sweet Green?
Maybe.
I love Sweet Green.
Maybe it was Sweet Green.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go. Salads on first date.
Yeah.
Like healthy. Wait, I think it's hilarious. Carson had a woman trainer.
Yeah.
It's like, I'd
no,
feel...
she was tough though.
Oh, really?
She was one of the hardest trainers I've ever had.
That's not misogynistic. But no, I don't know. Girl, like, as a guy, I would be like, oh no, I don't want a girl trainer unless I'm trying to have sex with her. Was she hot?
Yeah, she's pretty.
Yeah. So anyway, so the first date happened. Guys hit it off. And then did he text you the next day? Like, what transpired from that moment?
Actually, our first date was terrible, and he'll tell you it was terrible.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It was like, well, he tried to take me to sushi originally and at Sugarfish, but I guess it was all booked up, no reservations. So then we went to the place next door. And like I said, I was new here, so I was trying to like hustle and like make connections and get jobs. And this lady from this agency called me back, and I was like, I'm so sorry, I have to take this phone call because I had no money. Right?
Rude.
Yeah, so I was on this phone call. I thought it was gonna be quick. She talked to me for like 20 minutes. So Carson's like sitting there by himself, like eating this salad while I'm talking to this lady. And
I would not have put a baby in you, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but after that, the worst part was after that, we finished our salads, and then I was going to an event. So do you remember the app Circus? Did you ever know about that?
No.
You knew about that?
Yeah. You got those?
Okay.
I did it, yeah.
You did it?
Yeah.
Wait, then you get paid to go out?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when
you were doing that?
Yeah, when I first moved to LA, that's how I met like most of my friends. It was basically an app. They would pay you to go to like a nightclub or a party or whatever, and you'd show up for like 3 hours and you'd make like $50, $100, whatever. It was kind of awesome. But I had a house party to go to, and so I was like, can you drop me off at this party? But it was work, right?
You didn't even invite him in?
Well, I couldn't. He's a boy. It was like just for girls. Like they only wanted
Oh my God. The 20-minute phone call and then the freaking drop off?
So we had this terrible date, and then I asked him to like drop me off at this house in the hills so that I could go to a party.
Well, how are you together? Like I would not have done anything with you anymore.
I mean, thankfully we went on another date. I think it was better.
Did you ask him out?
I don't remember how it happened after that.
Or maybe he liked the chase of it.
Maybe he liked it. Maybe he was like, why is this girl like, she just treated me terribly.
Yeah.
Guys like that sometimes, right?
Yeah, I know.
No?
No, it is true, the chase. The other night, this girl was like super sassy with me. She was like, said something to the effect of like, I said, nice to meet you. And she was like, you're welcome. And then I was like, roast me. And she was like, this isn't about you, bitch. And I was like, oh God, this one's got some spice on her.
Yeah, like a little bit of a challenge.
Oh, see, and that's what dating in LA is. It's a challenge and such. So when did we meet? Because all I remember is like our early days that I took you to like Warwick one time.
I remember that night.
With like Ronnie's table or something. And we just like went out and drank and shit.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
I specifically remember that night, and I remember another night when we were at Nightingale, maybe.
Oh yeah, reliable.
Yeah.
I love me some Nightingale.
I don't know, but I do remember that you were one of the first people I met in LA also.
Yeah, I didn't know you met. Did you meet me or Carson first?
I don't know. Maybe you.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
That's crazy. But you got your first modeling job off Craigslist? Mm-hmm. How'd you not get killed there?
Way back when.
How'd you not get killed there? Were you in LA?
I was in Florida.
Okay, what part?
Yeah. Tampa.
Oh, okay. My family lives in Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool city. What was the job?
It was, I do remember. It was a background job for Checkers. You know Checkers,
Checkers
right?
smacks, those burgers.
I got paid $50 to be on set from like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. I thought it was awesome. I had the time of my life. I was taking selfies with the other background people. I was like, this is so cool.
You're one of those, yeah.
Well, it was like the first thing I ever did, you know? But I remember I was looking on Craigslist for like promotional modeling jobs. Like, you know, the girls that do like auto and liquor sales and kind of like those things.
Yeah.
And I answered this ad and it happened to be like a legit modeling agency.
Ooh.
So that was the very first job I did. Like now you couldn't pay me $50 to like go do anything
to get up from that couch.
Overnight.
To get up from that couch again.
You know, but it is nice to like look back on your first jobs in the industry and kind of be like, wow, I was so excited and so thankful to like do that job and like, you know, it was really exciting.
Are you doing a lot of pregnancy, like modeling and stuff, like maternity? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, maternity. I have been, and actually now I'm getting pretty busy, like in my last so I'm like
last term they're trying to squeeze you in before it pops.
Yeah, so I have a job tomorrow and I have a job next week, which is like 10 days before my due date. So I'm like, I'll do the job if I'm still pregnant, but like you never know, they could come early.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been getting busy and it's kind of nice. They treat you really well. They're so nice to you. Like I went and did a job in San Francisco and it was supposed to be a full day and they were like, oh, we only have 10 styles for you. So I shot for like 2 hours and then they were like, okay, you're done.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, because it's cool. Like you're a pretty mama, by the way. You know, like, you know, a lot of people like gain a lot of weight and they're like, whoa, where did Julana go?
Yeah.
No, but she looks the same. You got like all the weight went to your stomach, which is good, you know? Yeah. So how does that, but I'm sure in your eyes, you don't, or do you feel the same?
I feel pretty much the same.
That's good.
But I've been pretty good about eating the same and like trying to work out pretty similar.
How do you work out?
At this stage, I'm not doing that much, to be honest. Like I'm really into my nesting phase, which is like where you just clean and purge your entire house. So I've been walking around my entire house all day long, and I feel like that's enough of a workout.
Yeah, for sure.
But like leading up to, like I would still do weightlifting, but there's a trainer at my gym that has trained a lot of pregnant women, so he would just kind of modify things for me. Like you obviously, like you can't do any ab work. You can't really like lay on your back.
Kegels? Is that what Kegels got invented?
Kegels are like for your hoo-ha, not for your abs.
Pregnant people don't do Kegs?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're supposed to.
So wait, so you have so you do Kegels for a strong vagina?
Yeah.
Why do you need a strong vagina? So you can just rip a penis off?
I don't know.
Who's getting who? Kegels is the machine at the gym. You're like this.
No, those aren't Kegels. Those are hip adductors.
By the way, look at these little guys, huh? I just shaved them.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Yeah.
Like a fresh batch. Fresh batch. I also got a spray tan.
You get spray tans?
I did get a spray tan. Total tans, $39.99. I had a female comedian on right before you, and she couldn't stop complimenting me on my legs. She was like, "Your calves look like implants."
Yeah. You do have nice leg muscles.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And that's why you never wear pants on a podcast. But guess what? These puppies are always out to play.
Yeah, you have to show them off if you have them.
So let's go back to the Kegels, though. Why do you need... So are Kegels... What is the movement?
I don't...
You can't see the movement.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Oh, so it's just concentrated? You're like...
Basically, you just like... You pretend like you're trying to keep yourself from peeing your pants. You just squeeze all your muscles down there.
But you don't have to pee.
You don't have to pee, but that's like the motion.
It's called Pegel exercise.
Yeah. I don't know how it is for guys. Like when you have to pee and you're trying not to pee, I don't know like what muscles
I just pee. When's the last time you pissed your pants? Did you piss your pants during pregnancy?
Actually,
yes, you did.
no,
Tell me the story.
I haven't, but I almost did
When?
the other night because I was like, Carson said something. I was laughing so hard. I thought I almost peed my pants. But
Really?
I didn't. But that does happen to some girls.
Right?
Yeah.
Is it true that you crave sex more when you're pregnant?
I think everything is just like, it's dependent on the person.
Yeah.
Like some people do. I didn't really. But like also like I haven't had cravings. I haven't had any, like a lot of people will get sensitive to smells or they won't be able to eat certain things. Like when I say that my pregnancy has been pretty much my normal life, except my belly's getting bigger, that's how it's been.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah. My doctor actually called me a pregnancy unicorn, which I felt like was a pretty big compliment.
Wow. Very cool. Are you tight with your doc? Isn't it tough to find like a pregnancy doc?
Yeah. An OBGYN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you call me?
She's so cool. Actually, I love my doctor. She's probably like our age. I don't know, like mid-30s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I feel like she could be my best friend. Every time
Yeah.
I go see her, it's like, yeah, like if your best friend was your doctor that was going to deliver your baby.
Yeah, all my pregnancy knowledge is from the movie Knocked Up.
Yeah. What do you know about pregnancy? And
I know that the belly gets bigger.
yeah.
And I know there's something that comes out of it.
Yeah.
And then it's either C-section or regular
Very good.
birth. Do you want a regular birth or natural? Do you want a natural birth? Do you have a bathtub?
I want a regular birth.
Hospital.
Hospital.
Yeah.
Yep. With an epidural.
Epidurals for pain?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Like, what's the whole...
Some girls want to feel the whole thing.
Feel it coming out
Yeah.
of you? That's
Like,
probably the
feel
toughest
the
Kegel
pain.
exercise of all time.
Yeah. I've never been like that. I was like, I just want to go to the hospital. I want to get the epidural. I want to have the baby
Yeah.
like at the hospital. So I know that like if anything happens, like everything that they need, all the people are there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So in regards to coming out, like, is it a girl or a guy? Do you know?
It's a girl.
Girl? Let's go. Girl or guy? A girl or boy? A full-grown man is coming out of me in about 3 weeks. What's her name going to be?
Her name's going to be Ava.
Ava. Cute. Ava Boatman. That's Carson's last name, right?
Yep.
Do you have a middle name picked out?
Ava Ray.
Ava Ray. See? That's what I'm talking about. It rolls out A-R-B. Arb. Arby's.
Yep.
Nice.
I have thought about that before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My mom's initials are bad. I got a tattoo right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Do you have any tats?
Yeah, I have one right here.
Ooh, what does that say?
It says a fila anda. It's just Portuguese for life goes on.
You're Portuguese too?
No. And I don't speak Portuguese. It's just inspired by
I just love the language.
Yeah.
Nice. So are you excited to get back to normal? But no, then again, your pregnancy was normalcy for you.
Yeah. It is weird though. The other day I was like looking at my belly and I was thinking it's wild that in like 3 weeks I'm just not going to be pregnant anymore. And then I'm just not going to be pregnant again until I get pregnant. If we
Again.
have another one, you know?
Do you want another one?
Yeah, I think I want to.
Yeah. Especially with how easy this pregnancy apparently went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although sometimes people's first pregnancies will be really great and then their second ones will be terrible. You kind of
Ooh.
get like tricked into like.
Do you want to raise them in LA? Because I know a lot of people that have kids and they're like, I don't want to raise them in LA, you know?
Yeah, preferably not. But it's hard because once, you know, we've been here for like 10 years and, you know, like once you move to a place, especially like with the industry we work in, and it takes so long to like build those connections and those friendships and the work and everything. It's like, no, ideally we don't want to raise them here. We would want to raise them in some place where we can get a great house on some land and like have them run around and have really safe school districts and like not have to worry about them being teenagers sneaking off to like the nightclub in West Hollywood. Like it's terrifying, you know?
You think your teens are going to be gay?
Uh-huh.
Like
Not,
Gabby?
not Boys Town. I mean, I'm just saying anywhere in Hollywood.
Just a little 13-year-old Timmy shaking it for the boys.
I mean, that's fine. I'll love,
That'd
I'll love
be
her
my
no
kid.
matter what.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
But like, just the thought of having like a teenager wandering around in Los Angeles by themselves with their friends. Don't you
It's
think
so
that's terrifying?
crazy to think. Like, I was never exposed to anything growing up. Like, I grew up in Rhode Island, and like especially like drugs. I didn't know what cocaine was. And out here, it's so easily accessible and prevalent. It's like crazy. I wouldn't want, like you said, my kids. I'm not having kids anytime soon.
Well, you never know.
Good. You never know. That is true. That's a good topic of conversation. I don't know if I would get an abortion.
Never thought about it before?
I don't know. I don't know if I. It's not my choice. It's no, that is not my choice. It's like a mutual decision, right?
Yeah, I think so, but I feel like it's more the girl's choice.
Yeah. I know, not if I were.
He's like, something.
No. Let me rewind this real quick. I don't know if I would want to. Like, I don't know if what I would want, not what I would decide, because it's not my choice.
Right.
What I would want her to do. Because I do feel like I'm going to be a good dad someday. Mm-hmm. I really do. But I want to be ready. Like, were you guys necessarily ready?
I was ready. I'll say that Carson probably didn't feel ready. I know for a fact that like if he would have had the choice to wait a couple years, he would have definitely felt more ready. But I'm also older than him, you know? And
how are you?
I'm
34. Fuck you.
Aren't you? How old are you?
You're 30. You look amazing.
Thank you.
I thought you were like 27, 28.
How old are you?
28.
Oh.
Wait, Carson's older than me too?
Carson's 29.
Carson, you met Carson the other night. Carson literally looks 12.
Yeah.
Carson's a little younger than
he's
Ava.
He still plays like high school. He goes out for high school.
Yeah, which is great. So soap opera wise, he's on Days of Our Lives. Shout out Carson. You were on Bold and the Beautiful, right? Mm-hmm. So how is the whole soap opera kind of like work day and stuff? Because it's like a sitcom. He has a 9 to 5 essentially.
Yeah, it's pretty much the most standard acting job you could have, like having a 9 to 5. So they shoot all year long. They'll shoot like 3 or 4 weeks on and then have a dark week. Mm-hmm. But it's nice because some weeks he'll work, 1 day, maybe 4 days, 3 days. It just varies week by week. And then same thing with the hours. Like some days he'll be there 9 to 5. Some days he's just there in the morning, sometimes the afternoon. It kind of depends. When I did the Bold and Beautiful, it was like very much the same, but I feel like because he's a series regular, so he's there all the time. Yeah. And I just had small parts, so I was just in the morning. But those shows, they just run like machines. They've been doing them like 60 years. Yeah. So they're just like, okay, in, out, and you kind of show up to set. You have no idea what's going on. You're like, hi, where do I go? Okay.
Can you go to set anytime, like in the dressing room?
I've never been to Days of Our Lives set because when he started, it was COVID, and then they just haven't really opened it up since then.
Oh, got you. Do you know where Ava was conceived?
I would say in Los Angeles.
It's hard to real specific.
Well, it's hard to pinpoint like the time, and the way that they track your pregnancy is based off the date of your last period. Once you find out you're pregnant, so there's kind of like a month between like when I found out I was pregnant and I had my last period that it could have happened. But I have a feeling we did a Tough Mudder like at the very beginning of April.
You had sex with the course?
No. I was just saying, I have a feeling like I might have just had been pregnant when we did that Tough Mudder.
No way.
Or like sometime around then. But so we were in LA.
Did you take a pee on a stick, or how was the whole process of knowing about it and you telling Carson, and what was the whole thing? I'm just curious.
Oh yeah.
I love learning about it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fun. I peed on a stick. That's usually how you tell. I knew that I was pregnant because I missed my period. Okay. And I'm pretty regular all the time. So that was kind of like my first clue. And then he was doing a show with his band, the Day Players. So I was going there with his mom to watch them. Is in Chicago. And I kind of thought, okay, maybe I'm pregnant, but the line was like really faint. And I was like, well, maybe I'm not.
Yeah, it's like if you have COVID or not. Like, I have a cough,
Yeah, I was like, there maybe is a line, but it's also very faint. So like, I don't know what that means. And then I was so tired the whole weekend, to the point where like his mom even asked him if I was pregnant because I was so exhausted the whole time.
Out of left field?
Yeah. Like she was like, is Julana pregnant? And Carson's like, not that I know of. So then when we got back, it was like 5 days later, I took another test and it was like, for sure, there's 2 lines there. Mm-hmm. And I tried to make a really cute like thing. I've been trying to make those cute moments, like pregnancy milestones, like when you tell the guy that you're pregnant and when you reveal the gender. I've been trying to make all these cute videos and they haven't really been turning out very cute. So, like, when I told him I was pregnant, I got him a bottle of whiskey and I put like a label on it that said, "I can't drink this, but you can. We're having a baby."
So cute.
It's really cute, right? It's supposed to be really cute. So I set up a GoPro to like secret film it. And he came home and it was like late. And I gave him the bottle and he just looked at it and he was like, "Wow. Okay. Shit. I guess we're doing it. Come here, give me a kiss." He was like,
No, did he immediately just take a drink?
I think it was just because it happened a lot faster than we thought. Like, you never know, you know, when you're a teenager.
I can see him doing that. Well, that's your great actress. Wow, it's happening.
And then I'm sure all the thoughts in his head were just like super stressed out thoughts about like, oh shit, now I need to make a lot of money and we're going to have a child and we have to move houses and like all these things going on. But yeah, you just never know how long it's going to take, you know, like I feel like when you're a girl and you start being sexually active when you're, you know, teenager or whatever, they put you on birth control because everyone's priority is like, don't get pregnant. Mm-hmm. And then they don't tell you anything else. You just stay on birth control for like years. And then when you want to have a baby, you get off it. But sometimes that like really messes up your body and like nobody tells you about any of these things.
The birth control, like, yeah, you're more prone to, isn't it like birth control helps with skin and stuff too? Yeah, like, it can help with different things. But I had some friends that were trying to get pregnant and it would take them a year, or, you know, sometimes you'll have a miscarriage. So we didn't know. So we wanted to start trying this year. Mm-hmm. And you were. Okay,
yeah, we were trying.
It wasn't a complete shock.
Yeah, it wasn't a complete shock.
Got you. Okay.
But yeah, it just happened pretty quick.
Now, are you close to your family, your parents and such? Or are they back in
Florida?
Are they back in Filipino?
Yeah.
They're in Florida, right? Okay, cool.
They're in Florida.
They're in Tampa?
In Sarasota.
Nice, yeah. Oh, best beach is Siesta Key.
Yep.
Best beach, best sand. Would you want to raise them down there? That'd be nice.
It's so hot in Florida.
It's so muggy and hot, especially in the summers. Like, it rains every day. It's not fun.
It's not fun. When I was in Florida a couple of weeks ago, and I was so like swollen, my whole body, like my feet and everything was just so puffy because of all the humidity down there.
Oh.
And then as soon as I came back to California, I was like, oh, my body's like fine and normal again.
Yeah. What's would you give like some advice to like girls trying to get pregnant and then once it happens to like experience the normalcy? Because I feel like you take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. You always did, so that's aided in the normalcy of this pregnancy. So what would be some of the tips and advice for any my female audience members that are trying to get pregnant? All two. I have a niche market. It's just girls that want to get pregnant and girls that don't want to get pregnant.
I think, you know, big thing is it's funny because I'm the type of person that likes to do a lot of research about pretty much everything before I start. But when I got pregnant, I was like, I don't want to do a lot of research.
You want to wing it?
Not necessarily wing it, but there is a sense of like, women have been having babies for thousands of years, you know, without doctors and stuff. I just think there's a very natural thing about it. And like, I do read books and obviously like I take the advice my doctor gives me, and my friends did a lot of research. So I was like, well, I'll just ask my friends because they've already done all the research. So that's been helpful. But yeah, I think just like taking care of yourself, and even more so, like I definitely tried to eat healthier in the beginning and like work out more. And I would of course have days where I was like, I really need to eat these 4 donuts, and I would eat 4 donuts, you know, because I was just so hungry.
What's your favorite type of donut?
The blueberry, like sourdough kind.
Blueberry sourdough?
I don't know if sourdough is the right way, but like the cakey kind.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Or blueberry cake.
You need a BLT with blueberries.
Yeah.
Do you like Dunkin' Donuts? What's your place? What's out here? Yum Yum?
Yum Yum's good.
Yeah.
There's a place by my house called Dad's Donuts.
Daddy's Donuts? kinky?
Just dad though, not daddy.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Is Carson's? Are you close to Carson's family? Because usually the dad's family helps out and like really comforts and stuff. Is that have you experienced that?
Yeah, his family's awesome.
Yeah.
His mom's really great. She came for our baby shower. And I think his mom and my mom are both going to come out for like a week after we have the baby and help.
Oh, nice. What was the gender reveal like? You said you tried to take another video.
Oh, yeah. So the gender reveal.
Wait, is this, did he get mad again?
No, he didn't get mad. He didn't get mad. I have another video of this too, but like I said, I don't know if they'll ever hit the airwaves or anything because they weren't very like cute. I really wanted to do this gender reveal, so I went to the bakery and I got like those little like beignets, and I was like, okay, here, look at the card, and if it's a boy, make them Nutella, and if it's a girl, make them raspberry, like on the inside.
Oh, okay.
So I did that and I set it up. It was the morning. I thought it was gonna be so cute. We both really wanted a boy, and we do the thing, we bite into him, it's raspberry, and we're both like, it's a girl.
Oh.
And we like know that we're on camera, so like we know, like we're really kind of sad, but we're like, but we can't look sad because what if she ever sees this video, and we don't want her to think that like we were disappointed that she's a girl, you know?
Yeah.
So
you deleted the video.
well, I think I have it somewhere, but
yeah. That'd be funny.
I cried for like a week.
Oh,
to be honest, yeah, because I just always pictured myself as a boy mom, and I don't know. But then I didn't feel so bad because my friend was like, "I've seen gender reveal parties where the girl just sobs like in front of all the people." I was like, "Okay, so it's not just me." Yeah, I was like, but I did feel really guilty. But at least she kind of let me know, like, you're not the only person this has ever happened to.
Yeah, going back to your roots, you went to college in Florida.
Yeah, I went to Florida State.
And then you went for marine biology. Was it?
Or just biology.
Just biology. Have you always wanted to like work with animals or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my dream job, and I did that. I wanted to like train animals for movies and stuff.
Ooh, like dolphin tail and stuff?
Yeah.
That's the only one.
That's the only one you know.
Like Madagascar? That's animated, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, I did that. I used to work for a company, and we trained the animals out in those like education shows at SeaWorld and Busch Gardens and stuff, you know, where like they'll tell you about the animal, and the skunk will run across the stage and the birds fly. So we used to train animals for those shows. And it was cool, but you know, the thing is kind of how I got into modeling was because I loved it, but I wasn't making any money. I mean, I was making minimum wage with my biology degree, and I was working 40 hours a week. I could hardly pay my rent. So that's
on the Circus app.
Yeah.
You're fucking rigging it in.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Just sit there.
Do you still want to maybe train animals, or is training Carson enough?
Training Carson is enough.
Yeah.
And our dog. I do a pretty good job with our dog.
What kind of pup you got again?
He's a German Shepherd Border Collie.
I was just over at their place for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Willie Nelson.
Super cool freaking house. They have a bonfire in the back. Really nice area too. Like that I feel like that would be a good place to raise a family if you were not over here.
Yeah. If we do stay in LA, we'll for sure stay in that area.
In the valley.
In the valley.
Yeah.
It's just so nice there. Like everything that unless you've lived in LA, you probably won't understand this, right? But like just the things that you need to do every day, go to the grocery store, get gas. Like they're so hard to do in Los Angeles.
I literally won't do it. Yeah. I choose to stay home and order Postmates because it's so hard. And in retrospect, I'm just acting like a little bitch, and it's not that hard, but
you're not, because it is. It'll take your whole day. Like there's no such thing as just like, oh, I need to go pick up some eggs real quick.
No.
Can't do that.
Can't do it. But you don't even cook, so why do you need eggs?
Well, I eat eggs.
Does Carson cook?
No. Carson cooks.
How do you guys eat?
Carson cooks pretty much steak. That's all he eats.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I'm really good at putting things together. So like I make great sandwiches. Breakfast I can handle really well.
Breakfast is great. Yeah.
I make good breakfast. Charcuterie boards, salads. All those things. That's pretty much what I eat.
What's your favorite restaurant in LA? Because you got some good ones now in Burbank. Like, I wish I had Applebee's close to me.
I love Applebee's.
I fucking love Applebee's.
Okay.
Half price apps, those boneless buff, mod sticks.
There's only an Applebee's
chicken wonton tacos. What?
2 for $25.
2 for fucking. I'll go fucking 4 for $50.
Okay, we have to go to Applebee's because Carson hates Applebee's.
Oh my god, it's my favorite
restaurant.
It's my favorite. Jinx, you owe me a baby.
Did we just become best friends?
That's so funny. How do you hate Applebee's? Isn't he from the Midwest too?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's what I tell him. Every time we go somewhere, I'm like, I just want to go to Applebee's. Every time we go
Applebee's
to
is
Iowa.
the best. And you're probably one of those snooty girls that, like, if you were still on the market, you wouldn't mind an Applebee's date as like a first date.
No,
'cause
I
it'd be
would love
fun,
that.
Right? Every girl in LA, I hate dating in LA. Every girl is like, you gotta take me, well, I usually offer to like Soho House or Laura Hardware. But I don't understand. Like, I want to go to Applebee's, you know, it's the best. And those Dollaritas, come on, I'll get
Where is there an Applebee's?
$17. There's one in Chatsworth.
There used to be one in Tarzana. I don't know where Chatsworth is.
I think maybe I was thinking of, I don't even know. Chatsworth may not be a city. Tarzana may be it.
Right.
But yeah, Tarzana. So that's close to you.
Well, if you ever have an Applebee's craving, I will go with you 100%.
Gladly. We'll bring Ava. It'll be great. They have fucking booster seats.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's the thing. Now I gotta start looking for the restaurants that have like free kids meals on certain days and stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah. Are you going to put them in private public school or
I don't know. We have a long time before that. We have like at least 5 years before we have to.
are you
think
going to
about
nanny
that.
them?
I don't know.
I know
No.
some people are weird about nannies, I think, because you don't like, I don't know if it's a trust thing with the kids.
Yeah. I think it's going to be interesting to see how our lives work next year because we're both very freelance, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't even have set schedules. Carson's sort of more than I do, but yeah, it'll just be interesting to see how things work because, you know, things always pop up last minute, like an audition, a casting. So I'm like, am I just going to like bring the baby? Because I've seen, like, I've been at castings where moms just bring their baby and sometimes the casting people will be like, is that your family? Yeah, bring them in. So I'm like,
Oh, really?
Okay, yeah.
That'd be cool. I thought they were like, is he a rescue?
no, I've seen that happen sometimes where they'll be like, yeah, let's audition to bring the baby or whatever.
One
So-
time I was at Disney World in Orlando and I saw just like I hate seeing kids on leashes. You know, like the parents that put them on leashes, which now in retrospect, looking at a theme park, yes, it's pretty safe to do that. But I just think, so I went up, I was like, oh my God, is he a rescue?
You didn't.
I did, I swear to God.
What did they
I swear to God, I
say?
was this like young fucking, little fucking twerp. I was like 14. I was like, I'm going to say something funny, impress my friends.
What did he say?
The mom yelled at me.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I just ran away. I was scared. Did Splash Mountain or some shit. I don't know.
Do you like babies? Like, have you spent a lot of
I
time
love,
with
so I have
babies?
2 nieces.
Okay.
I will show you them right now. Look at these guys.
Oh, cute.
Right? Aria and Gia. So I have an older sister who's 31 and she has Aria and Gia, they're 3 and 4 now. And I love being an uncle. I'm the funkle, you know, like
Yeah.
for their birthday I took them to Build-A-Bear. I liked it a little more than me. More than them, rather. But I love playing with them. I just don't do the diapers thing. And when I'm done playing with them, I'm done playing with them.
You're like, just go do what I want.
Yeah. Like you get a solid 45 minutes in me. Like I'm on the ground rolling around and I'm like, I need the drink.
Yeah.
But I like babies until like they start crying and then I get nervous and I'm like,
Because you're like, I don't know what to do now.
I know, but I do love kids. Do you think Carson's gonna be? Well, Carson's gonna be a great dad. But Connor, his brother too. Is he? What have you picked out, like godparents or anything?
We actually haven't picked out godparents. I don't know if we're going to do that.
I feel it just creates resentment amongst the family and friends.
Well, the other thing we were thinking about too is like, you know, if we had godparents, if we had godparents, it would traditionally probably be like my sister and his brother. But then it's also like, well, the purpose of godparents is that, right, if something were to happen to all of their immediate family, those people would take care of the child. I think that's the traditional,
yeah, that makes sense.
right? Like it's line of guardians.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like, well, they wouldn't realistically be able to do that because they don't really know each other, hang out, or live in the same place.
Yeah, it's just split custody automatically.
Yeah. So yeah, we haven't picked out godparents. But his brother is very excited to be also a
Funkle? Really?
Gunkle, yeah.
Gunkle? Gay uncle? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Connor. He says the best voice, too.
Yeah.
I miss him.
He's almost more excited about the baby than some other people. Like, he'll text me and be like, what's the bump date? Send me a picture. He's
Really?
like, I'm so excited to buy things for Ava.
Do you feel the kicks and everything?
Yeah, she kicks.
Is
She
it
moves
scary?
around.
I couldn't imagine.
It's not scary. It just feels weird. Like now she's so big. She's about 6 pounds, 11 ounces. I just came from the doctor, actually.
6 pounds, 11 ounces?
Mm-hmm. It's like...
Good? Is that good?
Yeah.
Good, great.
Yeah.
Great.
But now there's not a lot of room, so it just feels like she's kind of like moving and twisting.
Oh.
It is a weird feeling. Like sometimes I'll be doing things or talking to someone and I'll be like, some weird feelings going on there.
I get cramps when I work out sometimes. Like probably the same.
Same.
Right? Yeah.
Totally the same.
So what are you looking forward to most postpartum?
Yeah, that's the word.
Oh, is that
that's
it? Oh God, I thought that meant post-death. I was like, whoa.
That's post-mortem.
Post-mortem. Ooh, I was a couple vowels out from a bad comment.
Yeah.
When you like getting back to like the routine of things of like working, getting hired for like actual modeling jobs, not maternity.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Maternity jobs are cool, but there's really only like 4 poses you can do. It's either like...
So let's get some poses going. Look at this one.
There's one. There's this one.
Oh, switch up the hands?
And then you look at the camera or you look at the belly.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it.
Did you guys go to JCPenney yet and take the photos?
No.
I don't know. Growing up, I always go to JCPenney for the Christmas cards.
Or Sears.
Sears, yes.
Yeah.
Love me some Sears. I love a good mall to begin with. Freaking Auntie Anne's.
Yeah.
Take a picture with the pretzels.
Every time I go to the mall, that's my secret guilty reward to myself.
What kind of pretzel do you get?
Just the regular ones with cheese sauce.
With cheese?
The
pretzel
nuggets.
cheese. You don't get the nugs? You don't get the cinnamon?
No.
You're sweet or salty go?
Salty.
You're salty go. Okay. What is...
What?
No, I was going to go back to my usual questions. I can't ask those. No, I got some good ones. I guess. Are you into astrology? Yeah.
Not really.
No?
Are you?
No, I never was until moving here. I didn't even know what a fucking Gemini was.
Have you become...
No, because I go on a lot of dates, bad ones, and they always have CoStar app, and they want to see the compatibility. You know what the CoStar app is?
No.
Yeah, it's this app that they show you, and they're like, let's download it, and you put in when you were born, time, place, and you know how many times I asked my mom what time I was born?
She's probably like, damn it, Marco.
Yeah, where are you at? Where are you at tonight? Lower Hardware?
So interesting. I'm just as interested in like your lifestyle. Like all the pregnant questions you've been asking me, I'm like, what percentage of girls that you take on dates are like into this astrology app?
Every one of them.
Really?
Yeah. One time I was at Laurel Hardware and I brought out chapstick because it's getting chilly out, right? This girl was like, oh, those Santa Ana winds are getting you too. I know I was on a date with a meteorologist. Like, what? It's insane. And then they'll blame their poor behavior on their sign. They'll hit you with their car and be like, I'm such a Sag. Like,
really?
No, you're a terrible driver, Becky.
That was
you
one
suck
thing.
at driving.
When I moved to LA, I remember everyone was like, oh, everybody is into the zodiac. And
everyone.
Like, yeah, but I've never experienced it the way you've experienced it.
It's like they'll end the date short. They never ended a date short with me because they want to get paid for it. But every date seems like an interview. They'll ask you what you do before how you're doing, especially on like the apps and stuff, because I'm on all of them. No, that's a lie. I'm on Raya. And Raya, let me tell you, like I matched with a bunch of celebrities and stuff. And my opening picture is pretty good. And then I just never end up, they hear this every podcast, so they're like tuning out. But nothing ever comes of it. The dating apps, it's literally just a time suck.
It's like you have the same conversation, right? Like, hi, who are you?
Same
Like,
thing.
the same few questions, and then it just ends. Like, you really have to make an effort to be like, hey, how about we do this at this time in this place?
That's what I do, and then I don't get a response. It's like too much, too soon.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Someone
see it and they go,
recommended like do FaceTime instead for like a first kind of like introduction date, and then it like opens them up a little bit. But on Raya, like I'll match with girls like in Paris and Berlin and like fucking bum fuck and like I'll start a conversation with them knowing that it's not going anywhere. But I'm just like, I'm lonely. I am.
Well, what about you? Go out so much. Like, do you also just meet girls in real life a lot?
I do, but I don't try. So here's my thing, and that's why I have a lot of hot girlfriends and such. I don't try with them, and they view me as like an older brother, or as like sometimes like a gay best friend. And I like that because I have 3 sisters, and I like that dynamic. However, deep down, like, yeah, I want to fucking, you know, get down on that box.
Bring him to Smoochietown.
I want to do some Kegels with you. But no, I would never do that, and it's just like, maybe it's because I'm afraid of rejection.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to like hit on girls because,
like, in real life rejection.
Yeah, I don't know. But then again, I'm not afraid of rejection because I'm in a business full of it.
Yeah. There's some things to unpack there.
There's a lot of things to unpack here, but thankfully it's not your podcast. So, so back to pregnancy.
Sure.
How pregnant fashion? What are you wearing?
Oh God, pregnant fashion is very difficult. That's probably been the main pain point of my entire pregnancy.
Really? Why? Where do you go now?
Amazon.
Okay.
Like this jumper I've been wearing.
Soup's cute.
It's very cute. $30 on Amazon.
Oh, nice.
I should have gotten it in a lot of different colors, but I've been wearing this since like July. Around 12 weeks, none of my pants fit me anymore. And then I realized my entire wardrobe was pretty much high-waisted pants and crop tops.
You were showing off the belly?
No, like pre-pregnancy.
Oh, pre.
That's all I wore.
I think that'd be hilarious though if you were still wearing crops.
Well, that's the thing. Like, that's fashion right now is like to show the belly and to like you wear your pants with your buttons open and like a crop top and have your belly out. And I've tried that and I'm like, I don't know what these Instagram girls are doing. Like, they're doing something secret, or they're buying really big pants and pretending that they're like the same pants they wore before, or whatever their secret is. I tried that and I was like, this looks ridiculous. I look like I'm just walking around with my pants unbuttoned because I am, and you can like see my underwear. And
you were just doing it badly.
I was just doing it terribly. And like, they make like belly bands or like maternity jeans, but they're not very cute because they have like a stretchy elastic that goes right there. Just like, it's not a good look. So I haven't figured it out. The thing that I think works the best is like bodycon dresses.
Oh, I love me some bodycon dresses.
Yeah, because then you can see the bump, or like a jumpsuit like this.
You can definitely see the bump in that.
Yeah. And then there's a weird period up until like when you pop, which is like when people look at you and they're like, oh, she's definitely pregnant. But there's a weird, like, for 6.5 months, I was like,
oh,
maybe she just like ate a lot.
Was there,
you know?
Maybe she too much Applebee's.
Yeah.
Was there ever a point where someone thought you said something and then was like, oh shit, are they? Because sometimes I'm afraid to say it.
No, I
and then it's rude if you don't congratulate them.
I think people are too scared to do that because nobody has ever said anything. Like, I think it's at this point in society, like, people wouldn't do that for that reason in case like the girl wasn't pregnant.
Yeah. Are you gonna breastfeed?
Yeah.
Are you nervous about that?
Yeah. That's like another thing they don't tell you about. Like, as a girl, I feel like nobody tells you anything until you're pregnant and about to have a baby. And then once you have the baby, then you have to learn about breastfeeding. But like, nobody teaches
how do you learn that? Because the only person that's been sucking on those things is Carson, right?
Yeah, I guess I'll ask Carson.
Carson, hey, what's the technique? That didn't feel too bad.
I mean, they have like people in the hospital that will kind of help you, and you can hire like coaches and stuff and like seek advice from your friends and doctors and things like that. But it is kind of wild that they just don't teach you any of these things like in any type of school or like a home ec
baby books
class.
Isn't that a big thing? And knocked out the baby. Did you read the baby books? Yeah,
I've read those, but I really think it's like you just have to figure it out. But then again, I kind of think it's like probably a very natural process because women have been doing it for so long.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, and everyone does it, so I'm like, it probably
that's
is
why,
hard,
like, don't
but
reinvent
not
the
that
wheel.
hard.
You know, like all this like new age of health and fitness and stuff. Like the cavemen ate just fine. They look great. Cavemen bodies are hot.
Right.
Yeah.
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 I agree.
Like, I'd fuck a caveman.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I've never done anything gay.
For pay?
No. I've kissed guys before, but like as a fun, like friendly, like, ooh, like that. But like I never like made out with a guy.
Like no tongue?
No tongue. No. But like you kiss your homies goodnight.
Yeah.
Like that shit. Like go to the Abbey and let's one time, I think I saw you that day. Me and my friend, we took a little Molly gummy at Barney's. Don't recommend.
They make gummies now?
They make gummies now. You want one? And we went to, it was like a Sunday fun day, and we went to the Abbey, and I was just in a kissing mood. I was like, get over here.
Well, that's what Molly does, right?
Exactly. I was kissing guys on the lips. And yeah, that's it. That's my Molly story.
Nice. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing. Here's another question. Do you find intelligence sexier than looks? And don't lie.
That one's hard because I've met a lot of really hot guys that were dumb, like nothing going on.
Yeah, but then like a really smart dude, if like you ain't got it, you ain't got it. What would you rather have? Because I know what Carson is, so I know the answer.
There's so many things. I mean, I got lucky with Carson because he's both, but like,
yeah,
I don't know. There's so many things. Because if you're thinking about your in the moment or longevity of your life.
Yeah.
Like, can you give me any more like parameters?
It's tough, that, like you said, because girls want like security, they want intelligence, they want someone to provide. But why can't that someone be both? Mm-hmm. Like Carson, like you said. Like I right now get viewed as one more than the other, but I'm pretty smart.
I think you're both.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Sure. Girls don't see that. Girls see me as a fuckboy. And maybe because I have a podcast called Smoochietown.
And what's that show you're on?
Fuckboy Island. Maybe a combo of those two, maybe give the fucking conclusion there. But you know, deep down, like you know me, like I'm a good guy.
Yeah. I would vouch for Marco if any girls are watching this. He is a great guy.
See, thank you. If anyone wants to look like that in about 7 months, you heard it here first. What's the highlight of your year so far? I'm kidding.
I mean, getting pregnant. But before I got pregnant, I actually went on safari in Africa, and that was so amazing.
Ooh. Well, you're a big animal gal, yeah. What's your favorite animal on the safari? You say?
In the safari, actually, the elephants were really cool.
Do you get off the truck? Like, what happens in safaris?
You don't get out of the truck, but you're basically in this open air Jeep. And like, we had an experience where we were driving and this herd of like 50 elephants came out of the mountains, crossed the road in front of us, and like all ages, like moms and grandma elephants and like baby elephants. And
how do you know they were grandma elephants?
I don't know. They look old. And our guide was there. You know, there's a guide. They work in the park. They tell you everything. But yeah. So we're just sitting in this car and there's elephants all around us. Like really, like from me to you.
Really?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Just taking a mud bath and stuff.
I've been to Busch Gardens before.
Yeah. I used to work at Busch Gardens.
You know the safari that you can drive through?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's kind of like that.
But on a bigger scale.
On a bigger scale. And there's more of like an amazingness to it because you're realizing that these animals, they have a choice to come close to you or to cross paths or to stay away or whatever they want to do. Mm. Yeah.
If it was a boy, what would you name it?
I don't know. What was
you like that transition from safaris to back to your fucking boy?
Yeah. I think.
Did you have something picked out?
I feel like I kind of like
CJ, Carson Jr. CJ, that would have been cool.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I feel like I kind of like the name Jace, but I don't think he liked that.
Jace?
Yeah.
Like with Jason without done?
Like Jayce.
Oh, okay. That's
really
sexy.
Know. We didn't get very far. Yeah, that's the thing. I wanted, like, if it was a boy, I wanted to have a cool name that was kind of different, but not like too crazy.
Like Marco.
Yeah, Marco was cool.
Yeah. I want to name my first son Rocco.
That would be really cool. Right?
Thank you. The last guess was like not the dog's name. Would you like Rocco or Adonis?
Rocco.
Yeah. Adonis is...
I will say the first thing I thought about though was Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah, see, that's what
But people won't know that. You know, I mean, that was like our generation.
That's true. People grow up. Are you gonna, what are you excited? What if you could show Ava one show from your childhood that isn't around anymore, what would you show her? Would you enjoy watching as a toddler? Me as a toddler, I watched Barney. Oh, I probably wouldn't show her Barney. Barney was weird. Let's talk about that. All the shows, if you look at them now, were weird. Pretty weird. Teletubbies. Yeah, that was a trick. Those guys were doing shrooms in the costumes and the ones right in the show. Yeah. Which I like shrooms. Did you like shrooms? Yeah, I like shrooms. Do you like shrooms better? What's your vice?
My advice?
Not right now, you can't. But
Yeah, I can't do anything now.
can you take shrooms while you're pregnant?
No, you're not supposed to.
Can you smoke weed?
No.
Some people think you can. I don't think you can.
Edibles?
There are some
Because he
people
just
that
had a
will
baby as well. His wife just
Oh,
had a baby.
congratulations.
A month in now?
Yeah, 2 months in.
2 months in? Do you have any advice for her, LJ?
Yeah. Any new parent advice?
No, you guys know. You'll know what to do.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's kind of how I feel instinctively. Like, we'll just figure it out, right?
Just figure it out. Stay loose.
He's alive. He's here. He's doing well.
That's scary.
I guess biggest thing is just like do what you think's right.
Yeah.
Because like there's doctors, there's all these other people that think they know what's right. It's like your body or you're gonna know what's right.
And
Yeah.
you're not the one raising it.
Yeah.
Like, they're the doctors and the people.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick before I let you go, took too much of your time. You lived 4 months in Cape Town?
Yeah.
What was that about?
I modeled there before I moved to LA.
Let's go.
It was awesome.
Is the modeling scene, was it like superficial in Cape
No,
Town? Because
it
that's
was
like a
great.
specific, Cape Town, South Africa, right?
Yeah.
You have to like, that's designated for modeling. I know.
Yeah. They basically describe it as kind of like the Miami or the LA of the other side of the world. So right now is their summer season. So right now there's tons of international models over there and they do TV commercials, print, like acting, all kinds of stuff. But it's great because it's like, imagine LA, but like 17 times cheaper, way more beautiful. Everybody is so nice. Everyone's international. So they have great accents.
Ooh.
And yeah, people are just like you're just out there. I mean, I guess it's the same when models come to LA for like 3 months and they just kind of like exist and go to the clubs and stuff. You just do that over there, but it's cheaper and nicer and more fun.
Oh, looks like I'm booking a flight to South Africa.
Honestly, you should, if you ever have the chance to go, you should go.
Really? Girls are hot?
Yeah. Girls
Sweet.
from all
That's all
over
I
the
care
world.
about. You know, you didn't ask me if the intelligence or looks.
I think I would go.
Right now, no, I can't be with a dumb girl. That's true.
with
It's
a-
tough to find. Every girl wants something out of anyone out here. I don't know.
That's the hard thing about LA.
Yeah. But hey, I want to thank you for coming on. This
Thank
has been
you
really
for
fun
having
learning
me.
about Ava. Ava's going to have a great mom and a great dad. Shout out Carson. Anything you want to plug in? Are you starting a pregnancy page? Are you doing anything of those?
We actually have started a family channel on YouTube.
Oh, no way. What's it called?
It's called The Boatmans. It's like at The Boatmans, youtube.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just do family vlogs and travel vlogs and like baby moons. And now I'm doing the nursery videos.
Can we find the gender reveal video on there?
It's not on there.
That's fine.
We'll have to save that for a really good timing. or
Yeah. And what's your
something.
personal?
My personal is just at Julana.
At Julana.
On Instagram.
Love that. Just
Yeah.
first name club. Well, thank you for coming on Smoochietown.
Thank you.
I want to thank you, Ava Carlson, for giving me your time. And yeah, another episode in the books. Hope you guys learned something about pregnancy because there's a lot to learn. I didn't know that Kegels weren't a part of it. All right. Bye, guys.